Right, Bacup past and present. I said I'd do a review of the four main parts of the valley. Bacup, Stacksteads, Waterfoot, Rossendale. We're starting in Stacksteads. Why? For no other reason than the fact it's my hometown. I was born here, so yeah, prejudice, call it what you want. But yeah, we're going to document everything I see. No fancy editing tricks. It either looks good or it looks bad. Let's see how this little journey around this part of the valley goes. Well, in my opinion, it's like straight away I come up Greens Lane, one of my favourite walks to do, and you can just about oversee Stacksteads from it. I think it just looks beautiful up here. The history of the place isn't remarkable. It's the same as every other area like this. There was a massive cotton, sewing, shoe industry at one point. Like most of the valley men and women were employed in that line of employment. We're also joined by my little girl. But even myself, at the age of 16 when I left school, 1 month after I left school, was employed by Sutton's Shoes, and I did 2 years there. As far as I'm aware, that then got sold off to the Chinese. It's the way it goes, cheaper labour, and it impacts on places like this because the more factories you lose, the more employment is lost, and people tend to leave places like that in search of other employment. I would say though that this area is somewhat unique, as in like it does seem to me to be able to keep employing people. Obviously not in them industries anymore, but it does still have its fair share of factories, like a hell of a lot. Greens Lane then brings you down onto Blackwood, which is where we are now. Those familiar with the area will obviously know that. I've got memories up here. A few memories anyway. I used to come cycling up here, and just back that way there used to be one hell of a messed up path that took you down onto the old train tracks. Riding down there, it's a miracle anyone survived. It was not good, but it was fun. It was fun. Now there's obviously a much better way to get to the train tracks. The council actually, for once, did a good job. They redid up all the train tracks, and they even put lighting in the old train tunnels. I don't know whether that affected its atmosphere or not. Like, it's good that they did the paths, but in many ways it kind of spoilt the mood in the train tunnels. It's no longer a bit scary, which it used to be. But progress and all that, I'm just not sure I'm keen on that path. That path there is the beginnings of the walk to the Glen Tunnels. I will actually do more about the Glen Tunnels when I do Waterfoot. It seems no point doing them now because it's not even technically it is part of Stacksteads, I suppose, but there seems little point doing it now. Now is down by the river, the Irwell River, over a little part of the town. They say you can see deer in the trees. I've never spotted one. I've only ever actually spotted one outside my house once. Strange thing to come out to for work at 6 AM. This is apparently everything you'll see. Kestrel, heron, oak tree, roe deer. If you ever do see any of that, you're a better man than me, because I've never seen any of it. I've seen a heron, actually, once. Well, that's it. Like I say, maybe they just don't like me. Down at the Irwell now. Always been one of my favourite places to come, even as a kid, especially as a kid actually. I don't know, I wish the council would tidy it up somewhat. They say that's to do with nature. Maybe they're right, what do I know? But who knows? see, the funny thing is with time, right? Once upon a time this river ran pink, red, look up the history, even blue, and that was because the mill that was next to the wreck used to pump its dyes in when it dyed its cotton. They'd pump it straight into the river. And that was once upon a time okay to do, but now you can't even cut trees, plants and weeds down for nature. Times do change. I just wonder if they make sense when they change. That being said, we then get to the wreck, which is one of my favourite places actually about Stacksteads. The fact that kids have all this open space is literally fantastic. It's what they need. And just over there is a basketball court. So like over that way there was the mill that I was on about. Well before my time. That was abandoned as long as I can remember, and they knocked it down and built new houses, which actually are quite good houses. But yeah, leave a comment. Do your kids come here, play football, stand out? Do you come for a picnic? It's a really nice place to come actually. Just behind me there you've got one of the main factories that employs people, JJ Home Rods. Massive factory. Supplies worldwide as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it brings us out, if you follow that route, brings you out onto the main road. About to pass by what was once Hazel's chippy. Best chippy I've ever been to in my entire life. If anyone knows what happened to that chippy, do tell me, because I'd like to know. I remember Hazel, her husband. I went to school with their daughter Alison. So yeah, whatever happened to him, I'd love to know. California chicken was back there. Pizza Uno, good pizzas. Nice to see the flowers still out there for that lollipop lady that passed away. I genuinely feel sorry for her family, genuinely. And then just down here you've got the Rossendale. I got married there. Well, I had the wedding reception there, I should say. If you're looking for somewhere to go for a meal, I can't recommend that place enough. I really can't. That's me and my daughter concluding our Stacksteads walk around. Basically, nice town. I think it actually is that small, it classifies as a village technically, but it's nice, pleasant. People are okay for the most part. Not much to offer, but what it does have to offer is its natural beauty, and I will never grow tired of that. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Next stop will be Bake Up next week. Goodbye for now.